Hey everyone, how you doing? This is Amon Green, Green Bay Packers all-time leading rusher, and you're watching Packers Total Access Live, your daily source for Packer content. Go Pack, go!
What's up, guys? Welcome to Packers Total Access. My name is Clayton. You can check us out on packernet.com. Find me on Twitter at Packers_access. Email us, PackersTotalAccess@gmail.com. You can text us 865-658-5824. Don't follow the chat. It is out of control tonight. Greg in the chat in here has just absolutely roasted AFAM, and I'm here for it, Tim. How you doing this evening, sir?
Doing good until I looked at the chat, you know.
That's terrible.
AFAM is one of those people that most of the time I just want to choke, but I'm so glad he's in the chat. So glad.
Put that name in my mouth right there.
Yeah, they're out of control in there. Good to see everybody filing in here. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us here on this glorious evening here on Tuesday, January the 7th. As we're going to do a little chalk talk, go over the Bears game. We're going to show you some positives. We're going to show you some negatives. Kind of explain what we feel like happened, what happened, why did it happen. And we'll come away with a couple takeaways here, Tim, of maybe some aspects of the game that we haven't seen here lately. I noticed a lot of bunch nasty X in this game plan. We haven't called that out in quite some time. Yep. So that's something that kind of stood out to me. Is there anything you'd like to hit on before we dive into the tape here, sir?
It's funny that you bring that up because the second trip through the game film for me today, that's what I observed. It seemed like we were running a lot of condensed sets. And, the reemergence of the bunch nasty X set. And, I think it lends a little validity to our thought that maybe Matt was trying to put some stuff on tape strategically going into this Philly matchup. So hopefully we can learn a thing or two doing a deep dive here in Chalk Talk.
Definitely, man. So let's jump into the tape here, guys. Again, the key statistics, week 18, the Packers lose to the Bears. What was it, 24-22, I think it was. We finished the game at.
Yeah.
I wrote everything down. I've got literally, look at this page of notes. And
look at this.
I don't even have no score wrote down. That's how that works, right? Week 18, turnover differential was 2-2. Middle 8, Green Bay won 3-0. We won the explosive battle 9-2. First down passing, we were 8 of 11. You go, Clayton, how did we lose that game? Oh, couple different reasons, right? The main reason, though, Tim, you look up and you go, okay, this isn't the only reason we lost the game, but if you could say there's one play that goes, man, that was the deciding factor, it was that punt return for a touchdown. Yeah. It really was. And that was our first this year, if I remember correctly, right? That we've given up all year, I think.
Yeah, and we fell for the okie doke, too, You got to communicate on special teams, man. You can't fall for the old fake return man scheme. But I'm sure we'll look at that one, right? We'll look at all the holds on that play, at some point.
It made the cut, unfortunately, so we're going to hit it. But let's jump right into it. Again, the key statistics we just read off. The PTA Offensive Player of the Week. Let's go ahead and decide this real quick so I can write it in, as a matter of fact. Let me pop this up on the screen.
I did talk to the missus. She did vote already, by the way. So
okay.
She contributed to the tie that we had going earlier. And, still tied, Emmanuel Wilson and Malik Heath.
Yeah, see, it won't allow me to access the poll question after the live stream is over. So I grabbed this screen grab as soon as the stream was over, and Emmanuel Wilson and Malik Heath were leading the way, tied there, 32% each. So we've got to be the deciding factor here, Tim.
How do we make sure we don't vote for the same person?
Well, let's do this, man. On the count of 3, you say who you're voting for, okay? And I'll say who I'm voting for. All right, that sound good?
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, Emmanuel Wilson.
Heath it.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. In the chat, United Bates, are you still present, sir?
Bates is in here. I know he's in there.
We hold you in high
got
regard.
one more for E. Wilson and one for Malik Heath. Somebody break this tie.
All right, Bates, who are you voting for, Emmanuel Wilson or Malik Heath? And don't you dare say any of these other names like Jacob did when we did this the other night. Let's see what he says here. Fred McFarley says it's rigged.
Fred McFarley says it's rigged. I love it.
All right, let's see what Bates says. Bates is going to be the deciding factor. He's contributed more to this show than I have. I promise you that. So he's going to get the tie goes to the wife.
Tie goes to the wife.
All right, let's see here. AFAM says Sean Ryan. I love it.
There you go.
All right, what's this? So Mrs. Green did say Malik Heath. It seems like the majority of the people are saying Heath. That doesn't matter though, man.
Dennis Shook, Malik Wilson.
Come on, Bates. We need you here, buddy. We Chalk Talk's waiting on you.
Bates, how long does it take you to type out Malik Heath? Oh, there it is. I'll have to go with Heath. All right, Malik Heath is the winner. He's a dog. He deserves it.
Let's write it in now. I thought that was awesome, by the way. Either of those guys. How cool is it that it's both backup players? Pretty neat. So
yeah, absolutely. And that's where it was, right? We were trying to figure out, who we were going to pick between E. Wilson and Malik Heath. I mean,
bingo.
You get a headache just thinking about it. The two shining, glimmering rays of hope in that game on Sunday. So shout out to Malik Heath.
No doubt about it. All right, let's jump into Chalk Talk. Here we go. So before this play, the first one we're going to show here, the Packers took the ball. They decided they won a toss. They took the ball. Of course, they had to punt. Tim, that's really it is. It's putting us behind so much, don't you think? Like, you guys know I'm biased here. I'm team defer. I've talked about being team defer forever. Tim, I know you've been in favor of taking the ball. It seems like the large majority of people, both fans and analysts, seem to think take the ball. But
I mean, I've always been a defer guy, always.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah, week to week, though, some of these matchups I did agree with, taking the ball. But again, it's only good if you do something with it. If you take the ball and march down the field and put a tutter on the board, all is well. Especially if you win the middle eight, and that second half kickoff is less important. But normally I'm with you, Clay. I like to defer. And it just sucks when you take the ball and crap the bed,
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. All right, here we go. First quarter, 11:58 left. Hopefully I've got these in order. We'll try to make clear the mistakes as they roll in here. But 11:58 left. First and 10 from their own 30. This is the Rashawn Gary sack. I wish we could make our faces a little bit smaller, but I guess everybody can see this okay, can't they? You think they can see this all right, Tim? I think.
I don't know. Can they see this right here? They can see that, right?
That's all that matters. Let me see if I can get us a little bit more screen here, because it's set up for 3 hosts. Yeah, that's a little bit better right here. Let's see how that looks. Bang! There we go.
There we go.
All right, get our ugly mugs out of here. So again, this is a Rashawn Gary sack on 1st and 10. Thought this was a tone setter for the day. The call, to the best of my knowledge, nickel 4-2-5 TT cover 6. You're going to have cover 4 at the top of the screen. That's what the cover 6 means here is we've got basically a telestrator set up. We got half down here, and then you got quarter up here. Okay, and there's a little bit of match principle, so I can see someone calling this a cover 7. Nonetheless, you're going to run a TT in the middle as well, so they're going to run a little game inside, right, which basically means these guys are going to twist at the tackle position, and everybody else is just a straight rush on the outside here, okay? So, again, the call was nickel 4-2-5 TT cover 6, which is a combination of cover 4 and cover 2. Let's roll the tape. Watch Gary at the bottom of the screen right here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Caleb Williams bobbles the snap, but you tell me there's no way if he gets his snap clean that Gary's not cleaning his clock regardless. I mean, little bobble, but Gary just first move. I mean, my man with the rip move, quick off the line, sack. You love to see it. Let's get it from the end zone cam here, Tim.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Even if he fields that clean, maybe he gets a chance to wiggle out of there. But Rashawn just beat that left tackle dead to rights.
Yeah, definitely. And again, watch just a quick outside rip. Let's go. Bang.
And this is what happens when you don't chip Rashawn or you don't send a double team. You had was that Komet there at tight end?
Yep.
They didn't have a chip worked into that scheme, and it cost them right there.
Yep. And you've seen it all year, man. He's gotten chipped a ton this year.
Yep.
Again, I always say the last time I checked, it was top 3. That's all I needed to see. If it was top 5, that's enough to go, okay. That explains he's occupying 2 blockers most of the time. But next play here, first quarter, 11:22 left, 2nd and 17. So, again, because of that sack, you've now got them behind schedule, right? 2nd and 17 from their own 23. This is the Javon Bullard tackle for a loss. It's a nickel 4-2-5. I put cover 2. It could end up being a cover 6 on one side, but all they have time to show because the play develops so quick is a cover 2 zone. And keying on Javon Bullard, I love how they play this. What they've got set up here, Tim, is they've got a bunch set, as you can see right here, right? That's what we call bunch.
Yep.
Now, The reason you know you're in zone coverage is because if these guys were square up, if this defender here was here and this defender back here was here, then what you'd be doing is playing kind of a catch man with those other two. Allow the switch to take place and everybody fade off and grab their guy. But the fact that we're playing so far off here tells me we are in a zone defense, no doubt. So what Bullard's doing here is look at where his eyes are. They're right here on Caleb Williams the whole time. So as soon as the ball is snapped, if either of these guys show a smoke route, he's going to try to get around the blocker and back there to make the tackle, and he does one hell of a job. Watch this reaction here from Javon Bullard. This is what we're talking about in the slot. Little slot motion. He kicks out, so he's splitting everybody right here. He's going to take the underneath, right? He's going to have kind of an underneath responsibility. Ball snap. Cole Kmet steps back. Look at it. No hesitation.
Yep.
No hesitation. Javon Bullard beats the receiver like a drum. Great job. Obviously, they blow it dead because Javon Bullard has him wrapped up.
Great play call by Halfley right here.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, the hat count we had pre-snap allows him to do that, right? Like you said,
Yes.
we're not in a catch man or a man-to-man situation. He knows he can fire there because we still got a hat on a hat behind him, regardless.
And this is Nick Saban 101, right? You end up with three receivers, right? Guess what? You got four defenders. You always stay +1 in the hats, what you're talking about, right?
Yep.
So again, when you've got three receivers, you want to play box, right? When you've got two receivers, 1, 2, you want to play triangle. See what I'm saying? So you always stay +1 in the hat count that way. And again, Javon Bullard, just no hesitation. Bang, little dip. Let's get him. So literally 2 plays into the game, pretty much 2 negative plays. Chicago ends up having to punt. It all started with that Rashawn Gary sack to kind of get things off to a good start there where they didn't feel comfortable going to the run on a 2nd and 17, as where if it was a 2nd and 8 or even a 2nd and 10, you might feel a little more comfortable with going to the run. So, again, Javon Bullard showing up on the tape this week for sure. Chicago punts, score still 0-0. Let's go to first quarter, 6:34 left, 4th and 6 at Chicago's 44-yard line. Green Bay is going to – that is not the play, is it? Dang it. Here we go. We're already off the mark. Or is this still a –
Is this the same one?
It's the same one. I'm sorry. Yeah, we got the end zone.
Yeah, box cam. Yeah.
We'll just let this roll. There's not much to see here because it's just such a quick pass, but bang, there's the tackle by Bullard. So, yeah.
Yep.
Again, great play. And you've seen our boy Enigbari in there too, reading it pretty well. Now, this is the punt return. Not much to talk about here other than a blatant hold that wasn't called and our special teams kind of getting faked out here. Although, if you'll key in on Fitzpatrick on this play, he does not get faked out as hard as you would think he did. The problem is he starts in that direction. He reads it. You see him snap his head around. When he goes to get over there, he's immediately held the whole time. Again, this is first quarter, 6:34 left, 4th and 6 play at Chicago's 44-yard line. This is the Blackwell punt return for a touchdown. Let's roll it here. 75%. Pretty nice punt, really, from Whelan. Another thing, too, is like Whelan, I have a good idea that Whelan knew where the ball was going, right? So if he's punting left here, my question is, why is this dude even going in this direction if we know the punt call is to go left, right? So it's one of two things. Either this guy screwed the pooch or Whelan just hit it wrong, right? Because typically what that means is you'll have a punt left, punt right, or punt mid. And the fact that it goes left and the guys are treating it like a mid, that's a little odd.
Yeah, it's either a mishit by Whelan or it's a miscommunication by special teams. And I'm almost leaning towards miscommunication because Danny Boy doesn't mishit very many punts. So I don't know.
So right here is what we're talking about. Now you realize, oh crap, it's actually this guy catching the ball. So key in right here as I slow it down on Fitzpatrick. You're going to notice his head, you'll see it better on the next copy, but his head snaps right here. He's on it.
Yep.
All right, let's get back. He can't because he's being freaking held.
Directly in front of the official too.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So again, that's how you end up with the punt return for the touchdown. Let's go 150 here. He's not really that fast. Let's
get this over with. Yep.
I want to get to the end zone copy so you can see it a little bit better here, because you'll be able to notice the hold obviously a lot better. And I want you to focus on Fitzpatrick's head too. Like I said, you'll notice when he realizes where the ball actually is. I'm telling you, he makes this tackle, in my opinion. Look, right here, he's looking right. He's following everybody else, and now he goes, bang, right there. Now he knows. Okay, It's actually on his left, right? All right, you go to swim back. Look at this right here. He's literally got him by the side, grabbing his arms, right? And now here, he's draped over his shoulder. And now here, literally Fitzpatrick's throwing his arms up like, for God's sakes, do you not see this?
Yeah, can we get a hold? Can we get a block in the back? Something?
Look at the official.
Something, bro.
Yeah. Somebody said, well, the official didn't see it. I'm going, what was he looking at then? Was he staring at the grass? What are we doing here? So, again, just a tough break for the Packers. It seems like every week there's a big play, too, that just gets botched. That's the big difference, right? There's bad calls every game. It just seems like when the Packers have caught that bad break this year, it's been huge plays, right? So,
shout out to Chris Brooks and Zay McDuffie not quitting on that play till the bitter end there, too.
Yeah. All right. So, obviously, they take the lead 7-0. Then Green Bay would march down, get a field goal. So it's now 7-3. All right. Now, first quarter, 2:16 left, 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Here's our boy TJ Slayton with the tackle for a loss. The call is 4-3 odd. It's a 35 front. I'm pretty sure it was cover 2. Again, on these run plays, you don't have time to develop. You can only guess at it. It was either a cover 2 or a cover 6. Once again, now when we're talking 4-3 odd, this is real simple. I'm going to roll the tape and let you watch our boy TJ Slayton at nose tackle blow this up. All right, bang. And then when we get the end zone cam, I'll explain to you what 4-3 odd 35 front cover 2 is exactly. But TJ Slayton, man, we talked about it last night, or maybe it was earlier today. I really like what we got in TJ Slayton. So some people would say this isn't an odd front. The way it's described to me is much like a 34 jam. With a 34 jam, this guy will be lined up covering the guard completely, and our boy TJ Slayton would actually be in a zero tech, right? With a 4-3 odd front, typically what happens is this guy is playing shade on the center. I went with odd because they did march up our boy right here. So you could say they brung the Sam on the line of scrimmage, right? You could say this is a 4-3 under with the Sam on the line. I called it odd because I think that's truly what they're trying to accomplish here, is to get that guy in the middle to eat that double team. And typically you'll play him straight up on the center. So there may be a little disagreement with that with some people watching the tape. That's totally cool. When we talk about 35 front, though, the 3 represents the odd front. The 5 means the Sam backer is on the line of scrimmage. So essentially you've got a 5-man front here, even though you're in a 4-3 look. So some people will call this 4-3 under with the Sam on the line. I called it a 4-3 odd or a 35 front with a cover 2 on the backside. Again, watch our boy TJ Slayton here, man. We kind of hit this a little bit last night, but dude's a dog, man. I mean, he really is. The limited snaps that he gets, he makes a difference. Just look at the quickness off the ball. Dude had never had a chance, man. Never had a chance.
I mean, it's good. It's good form and good leverage there. He just stayed true to his technique right there and just won the play.
Yeah.
I mean, he just literally beat that center like a drum. That's all it was.
And we say, quickness obviously is the main thing, but the low man wins. Look how low he is right here.
Yep.
I mean, that dude never had a chance. So
we talk about pad level with with running backs and stuff, but it's also important with your defensive tackles too, getting low, like you said.
No doubt about it, man. So
that's the big boy, baby. Gravedigger 2.0. Let's go.
So TJ Slayton tackle for a loss there. Obviously, Chicago still leading 7-3. Let's go first quarter, 10 seconds left. This is a 1st and 10 play from our own 27-yard line. This is the Jaden Reed fumble. And the play call is 11 ace nasty, tray left, F zipper jet. Okay, so basically what we're going to do here, let's talk about what the formation means real quick. When we say 11 ace nasty, 11 personnel is real simple. 1 running back, 1 tight end, which equals 3 wide receivers. Okay, that's 11. Ace is a single back set, meaning there's only 1 running back in the backfield and you are under center. We're going to go tray left. That means 3 to the left with one of those 3 being the Y or the tight end. We're going to go F zipper jet. So what's going to happen is the F's going to come across, get set up, and then we're going to zipper back, and it's going to be a jet sweep to him on the carry. And it's going to be Jaden Reed playing that F receiver here. Again, 11 ace nasty, tray left, F zipper jet. Tim, these jet sweeps got us in trouble all day long, my man, all day long. So you're going to see Jaden Reed cough one up right here as he fumbles the ball. There's the jet. It sets up pretty nice at first, but I'll tell you, man, Jalen Johnson plays this pretty well. He knows I'm going to get out here because I got all kinds of help here. right?
Yeah, there's no way for him to cut it back either, right? You're thinking maybe bounce it inside there, but I mean,
and then of course it's Jalen Johnson with the punch out, just a great peanut punch. You'll see it on the next copy. I mean, it's just a left jab, dots that thing.
Call me old fashioned, but I like Jaden Reed better as a receiver than a running back.
Me too. And, you know, I know people were raking him over the coals for not protecting the football there. He's holding it in the outside arm. Jalen Johnson did a good job getting outside. You could have covered it with both hands. I got you. You could have done that high and tight like they teach. But you'll see right here, man, Jalen Johnson just does a hell of a job knocking this ball out, man. This is a really solid defensive play. Let's go 50%. Right here, it's setting up pretty decent. He's going to kind of shoot through the hole. But watch Jalen. Jalen's plate is outside contain. Nice little double team block there from Wicks and Musgrave, right? But then right here, watch. Bang.
Yep. He's not bracing for contact there, right? When you got to get two hands when you're coming through traffic there.
Yep.
And you know that. He knows that. But that's something, again, you know, a running back's going to do that. That's like second nature to a running back. You're going to clutch that ball in traffic. Yep. But a receiver running a flyer like that, I don't know. Probably not. It's just a great defensive play, though. Like you said, you know, the other guys get paid too, right?
Yeah, definitely. And again, that play there, if that play doesn't happen, you win the turnover differential, you probably end up winning this game. So that's another one of those key plays that you look at and go, we could have had that one back, right? Same as the punt return for the touchdown. So Chicago obviously had a short field. They go on to score a touchdown. They're now up 14-3, and unfortunately the next drive is when Christian Watson got injured. All right. So keep in mind, all this stuff has gone wrong to this point. Now Christian Watson's out of the game. All right. So obviously the game plan changes tremendously when you lose your deep threat, right? So now we're second quarter, 13:40 left, 2nd and 10 play at Chicago's 47-yard line. This is going to be an explosive run by Josh Jacobs with the 12-yard run. And the play call is 11 gun, bunch nasty X. We're going strong left, F zipper, orbit fake, pin and pull, 24 counter GY or YG, or you could just call it counter G. Some people don't count the Y. I would rather give more information than less. But again, bunch nasty X, when you guys hear us say that, it means everybody's inside the numbers for a nasty split, right, including X. That's your X receiver. You know that because he lines up on the line of scrimmage opposite the tight end. Some people would just call this a tray left. I'm going to point out the fact that it's a bunch set. So bunch nasty X is the player. 11 gun, bunch nasty X, strong left, F zipper, orbit fake, pin and pull, 24 counter G. There's a lot going on here. So what's going to happen is the F is going to motion over, orbit. They're going to fake the handoff to him, and they're actually going to give it jab step, counter with our boy Josh Jacobs. When we say 24, he's the halfback or the left halfback in this case, which they're kind of setting up with the orbit motion, a mock pony package, a cheat pony package, if you will. So he would be the left halfback. The first number is the 2. The 4 is the hole in which he's going to hit, which is going to be the B gap on the right. That's why it's 24 counter G. Watch his footwork here. You'll see Jaden come back across, and then I want you to really key in on Josh Jacobs. See that jab step to the left? That's what makes it a counter. And then with the GY, we'll see it better here in a minute from the end zone cam. You got the guard pulling from that side, and then you got Tucker Kraft. The Y is getting in here to seal off as well. And Josh Jacobs, no wasted motion, man, hitting the gap. Great run, 12 yards. Explosive, triples your chances of scoring on that drive, obviously. So
that's what I'm talking about. Illusion of complexity there, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what those jet sweeps set up, is things like this, you know, because we froze those two. Jalen Johnson got froze for a minute, and I don't know who 6 is there, but 6 gets caught biting as well, because they have to respect Reed on that flyer.
Right.
And then you get a nice block, you know, like little pulling action here, and then, you know, Josh Jacobs doing his job. And really a lot of this too is, you know, I don't think Jordan Love gets enough credit. Malik Willis for that matter either on these plays. Just how nuanced that is to be able to pirouette basically in the pocket, and you're faking while handing off. Like there's so many things that can go wrong on the exchange, and these guys make it look so easy, man.
Yeah, that hand-eye coordination, man, is – I mean, you've really got to have it right there. To field the snap and still get to all your keys there, your points, right?
Yeah, because key, you know, a lot of quarterbacks will try and cheat on that first fake. You know, you got to hold that ball out there long enough to sell that fake. and then still get the exchange to Jacobs here. It's a thing of beauty when this works out like this.
And people were going, what does pin and pull mean? It's real simple. What you're going to see is Sheed, pin, and you're going to see Myers try to pin down, and I think it's Sean Ryan is going to pin down. Even Zach Tom is going to try to pin down, I believe. I don't think Zach Tom kicks out. But when you've got blockers that are pinning in one direction and you're pulling in the opposite, in this case, we'll go in the blue. Elton's going to pull, right, to block, and then our boy Tucker Kraft is going to pull to block. That's what we mean by pin and pull. Pinning in one direction and then pulling a blocker or two in the opposite. And again, watch Josh Jacobs' footwork here. That quick little jab step to the left. I'm telling you, man, that's a key right there. See 49 go with him. And then that's that half yard you need. Now here comes the pull. And watch our boy Tucker Kraft just annihilate 52. Bang, let's go.
Yep. How about Josh Myers, though? Josh Myers sniffing out some work there, too. I don't know if you saw that. Nice work on the pull. He just smacked right there. Bang.
Yeah, pinning down, right? Pinning down with Sheed. What you're trying to do is create a wall, right? And a wall. And then you're allowing your pullers to seal off the other side here. That's how that's working. Look at Malik Heath, too. Let's see if Malik Heath gets any action here. He whiffs a little bit. He whiffed a little bit, didn't he? Got a little piece of him. But again, no block, no rock, right?
Yeah, looking for work. That's what you want to see, right? And like you said, Tucker Kraft finishing that play off right there. I mean, that was the icing on the cake there.
Yeah. So we talked about the punt return for a touchdown. We talked about the perfect punch out by Jalen Johnson and causing the fumble. We lose Christian Watson to injury. And then after that sequence right there, Jordan Love gets injured. Now he's out of the game. So now you're down your number one receiver. You're down your starting quarterback. And you're probably thinking, as Matt LaFleur right here going, all right, we need to get Jacobs out of here soon, so this doesn't get any worse, right?
And if you're AFAM, you're thinking it's Malik Willis time. Let him cook.
Exactly right. Let this guy cook. Second quarter, 11:46 left. 2nd and 15 play at Chicago's 19-yard line. This is Willis to Kraft for 20 yards. Chicago is leading 14-3 at this moment. The play call is 11 gun, dubs right, T weak, 46 stick nod, pivot, T safe. All right. Let's talk about what all that means. You guys got the formation, so let's focus on the route combination here. We're going to go 46, which is a curl, a 4 route, and a dig from the 2, okay? So there's your 46 aspect right here. Stick nod is really, really simple. A stick route is kind of that quick little out. You're going to stick, and then he's going to go up the field, and Tucker Kraft being he, all right? And then you're going to run a little pivot over here with our boy, I think it's Sontavion Wicks. What he's going to do is kind of come out here and run like a curl or a hitch and then look to bring it back in if he needs to. All right. And then, of course, the T safe is real simple. It's going to be a 6-man protection. You got the right tackle, the right guard, the center, the left guard, the left tackle, and the T, which stands for tailback, is going to be staying in the block. 6-man protection. Again, 11 gun, dubs right, T weak, 46 stick nod, pivot, T safe. Watch our boy Tucker here on the double move, man. He's going to make this catch in double coverage here, and it's phenomenal. Look, there's a stick, nod, up the field. It wasn't there. The ball should have gone right here. I guarantee you Malik probably got a -2 on this play. Yeah. The ball should have gone there. There's no two ways about it. Let me double check. 2nd and 15, maybe they give him a little leniency, but at the same time, you're picking up 7 or 8 yards here and you're playing for 3rd down. Malik said, F it. Tucker's down there somewhere, right then. And let's roll it forward. Again, the catch is just unbelievable.
Hey, that's enough separation, right? Half a foot. We'll take it. I mean, that's a big target too. And, to Malik's credit there, yeah, you're right. He probably should have read the low read there and just made the safe completion. But you also got Tuck Norris running out there, and that's a big target. And look where he puts this ball. He puts this ball exactly where it needs to be.
Really does,
Tucker to go up there and get that ball. It's a safe throw. If you're going to throw in a double coverage to a tight end, that's exactly how you do it.
Yeah, that's on the freaking money, man.
Yeah, man.
And again, we talked about this earlier today. Tucker snatching that ball and getting against your body. Don't waste any time. Don't give them an opportunity to punch that thing out.
Look at Tay Wicks as soon as he catches it, too. Watch him signal the first down. Look. Oh, yeah, we going. I love it. I
like how Tucker spins the ball, and then when he stood up, he went. I'll tell you, man, that's just the way it is. All right. 2nd quarter, 11-12 left. 1st and go at Chicago's 9. This is the Josh Jacobs 9-yard touchdown run. I may have missed something on here. I just rushed out. I think I got it, though. 24 duo is what the call is. So we're going 11 gun, dubs right, T-same, 24 duo, RPO flats. So you're going to get a double RPO look here, all right? With 24 duo, it's real simple. Duo means double-double. You're looking to get double teams at the offensive point of attack here, okay? Tom Brady, what I've noticed with Tom Brady's coverage, he seems to think duo is just one double team. And I don't say that meaning Tom Brady's wrong. No, I'm going with Tom Brady saying if there's one double team from here on out and it's an inside run, I'm going to call it duo.
Yeah.
Okay. Because obviously he's the GOAT for a reason. But with duo, that means double-double. You're looking for vertical power. Essentially, you're not moving a gap, but you're looking to get bodies at the second level, just like you would with a power run play. The 24 duo, that's what we're talking about with the RPO flats. We'll do it in blue. There's a run pass option aspect here where 18 is looking to block, and it's just going to – this is more like a bubble, but I went ahead and went flats because it's very similar off both sides. He's looking to walk out, and then on this side it's going to be Tucker Kraft on a flat. So if for some reason they load the box, right, the ball snapped, and Malik looks up and he sees somebody free, like let's say nobody goes with Tucker here, you can fire that thing out into the flat. I like that he's stuck with duo. So our boy Josh Jacobs could just take this RPO and run over 3 defenders and get in the end zone. So, again, here we go. 11 gun, dubs right, T-same, 24 duo, RPO flats from the twos. A little cutback. Almost looked like a counter, but it was actually duo on the front side. And, again, look at Sean Ryan. Literally bench pressing somebody with one arm there. I got to take it back because this is even better angle than the end zone cam, Tim. Everybody keying on Sean Ryan with his left hand, left arm. Look at him driving 53.
Yep, right out of the play. And then saves his right kneecap at the end. Nice work.
He's literally, for those of you on the pod, he's bench pressing a linebacker with his left arm, and he's stiff arming Josh Jacobs with his right to make sure he doesn't lose a kneecap. So love to see it. Here's a great look.
This is why I scream about running the freaking ball in the red zone, because I'm willing to bet we're batting somewhere in the 70% range on plays like this. When we run duo or inside zone, whatever. Inside the red zone like this with Josh Jacobs and our blocking's on point, it's always like this. You're seeing 8, 9, 10-yard runs, touchdowns. But when we get cute down in the red zone, we have problems. I would prefer this approach going forward. Just pound that rock, man. That's why we're giving them all that money, right? We're paying that man to run the football. Let's give him the football.
Yeah, Coach Lynn says that's my favorite play from Sean Ryan this season. I can see it. There was another play, I want to say it was against Tennessee or maybe someone else, where he was like 30 yards down the field trying to lead block. Love to see that hustle, but I'm with you, man. You could take one defender with one arm and just walk them into the end zone. You love to see that. I guarantee you that got a good pop in the O-line room.
Sean Ryan's definitely got to be probably the most pleasant surprise on this O-line, I think, of all these young players, man. He really turned out great, man, and he continues to develop. He's got a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah, and Coach Lynn said he thought it was zone. I noticed that too, Coach, as we were watching it. You didn't truly see a double. It's like they were prepared to double, but it ended up just being single blocks. I would call that inside zone. And I love this conversation because on Twitter, man, there's one Twitter thread that you could typically find where people will go, is it duo or zone? And everybody's in there, or the football heads are in there arguing whether it's zone or duo. So very, very similar approach. I'm with you after we watched it back just now, Coach. That looked like inside zone because you didn't see a true double. That's why I also like to lean on 2 double teams before I call it duo. But again, man, Tom Brady's got me shook in the announcer's box there as he's constantly calling out duo with just one double team. There's got to be something to that.
Well, he played 100 years, under Bill Belichick. So we'll lean with Tommy Boy there.
Has 35 rings too. So I got to agree with you, Coach. I think that we probably should have called that inside zone. All right, next play. We're going to go fast forward to second quarter, 8:14 left. This is a 3rd and 6 play from their own 49-yard line, and Chicago is leading 14-10. All right, this is Keyshawn Nixon with the tackle for a loss. You love to see it. You could tell, Tim, the Chicago Bears, they do not trust Caleb to throw the football. It's just 90% of their offense is designed to go behind the line of scrimmage, and it's wild to think about. It really is. The play call here for Green Bay, nickel 2-4-5. I said psycho, cover 3. We don't know if it was truly cover 3. It looked like cover 3 to me. right? And then you got one guy in the middle that's going to be going deep as well. But again, when it's a quick reaction play, sometimes the defense doesn't have an opportunity to show exactly what they're doing. And this is 90 drop here too, guys. So when I say Sacco, this is kind of remind you of the Dom Capers years, right? Look at this. You've only got one lineman with his hand in the dirt right here. Everyone else is standing up. And when we say 90 drop, LVN would technically, if his hand was in the dirt, he'd be playing an interior defensive tackle spot right here, Tim. And it's interesting because we've seen it all year. When they go to this Sacco package, they probably call it something else. Dom Capers called it that way back in the day, right? One down lineman. They seem to think when they go to this Sacco package that LVN, they want him inside. I think that's a good move. But in this case, 90 is actually going to drop out and play a little zone. Very interesting. So, again, the call is Sacco. I said cover 3, but it's definitely 90 drop. Key in on Keyshawn down here at the bottom. It's going to be another one of those quick developing pass plays. Anytime they use that motion and go with a semi-stack look, you know Caleb's going to look to whip that thing out there real quick on some kind of smoke. See the smoke screen? Everything's set up. Look at the reaction to our defense, man. Like he's actually looking to try to pick it. See his hands coming out?
Yeah.
But on the ball. This is Xavier McKinney right here. He ties up the block, and watch Keyshawn Nixon attack this football here, man. No hesitation. Bang, let's get it.
Can you run it back? Take a look at Edge Cooper and LVN here also. You talk about everybody working in unison here. Watch these two guys on the snap.
There's that jab step, right, and he's going to drop. Yeah, look at it.
Now Cooper's all over it too. Look at flips the hips, LVN behind him. So even if somebody, squeaked loose here, we've got, 5 or 6 green jerseys in the area rallying to the ball. It's beautiful.
That's a great eye, man. Good point. He's blessed that he had to take that hit from Keyshawn instead of Cooper, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We get that over with, right?
For sure.
But, here's the end zone cam, probably a little bit harder to see everything that's happening. Love the communication here between Eric Wilson and Cooper. You're going to see LVN drop out again. Let's see how many we actually rush on this play. I think it might just be 3. It's only 3. 3-man rush right there.
Yeah. Cooper and LVN in coverage.
Yeah. And again, just a great job finishing by Keyshawn. And shout out to Mosby, too, reading that, right?
Yeah.
Great job. All right. So, again, that was a tackle for a loss there. And now let's fast forward. Second quarter, 5:23 left. This is a 3rd and 8 from their own 33-yard line. This is Malik Willis to Jaden Reed for 31 yards. Chicago's still leading 14-10. The play call is 11 gun, dubs right, Y shift to bunch nasty, smash, Y flat, slanting out, T safe. All right, let's
say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, so again, we came out in a dub set, and then we're going to shift to bunch nasty. So now you have bunch nasty. Notice I didn't say X, right?
Yeah, the X is outside the numbers.
Bingo, you got it. Everybody over here, nasty split. Out here, he's outside the numbers. Not quite a Baylor split, but out there pretty wide. That's why it's just bunch nasty as opposed to bunch nasty X. And the play call is bunch nasty, smash, Y flat, slanting out, T safe. All right. And what that route combination means is with smash concept, it's really simple. It's going to be a curl with a corner over top of it. All right. And then you're going to have the Y is going to run a flat out here. So you're creating a little spacing underneath. You've also got that deep corner if you want to take a shot, which we do here. And then the slanting out. I noticed this all day. They really like double moves against the Chicago team. With the slanting out, this guy here, the X, is actually going to slant and then just take it out. That's what he's looking to run here in this specific play. And the T safe is real simple. He's just going to stay in pass block, so that gives you a 6-man protection for Malik Willis. Again, the call 11 gun, dubs right, Y shift, a bunch nasty, smash, Y flat, slanting out, T safe. Let's roll the tape. Watch that corner route from the smash concept. Again, the smash concept's real simple. A curl from the 1, a corner from the 2. Now you're going to see the corner get deep. That's our boy Jaden Reed. Not a great decision by Malik Willis here. Okay. Not a good throw either. But Jaden Reed, man, making a play on this ball, undercutting it. Should have been pass interference. Still makes the play. Gets the ball.
F it. Reed down there somewhere, man.
That's exactly what that was.
Look at that Packer sideline at the bottom of the screen. They're fired up. They love that. They love that moon ball in a double coverage, man. Take it.
Especially when it goes our way, right?
Yep.
And AFAM, this is where AFAM's going to get quiet in the chat, because we know if Jordan Love throws that ball, AFAM's all over him. There's no two ways about that. So let's see here. Again, let's watch Malik Willis turn it loose. Now, listen, he had pressure in his lap too right here. So he steps right into, I think is that when he banged his hand? I think it might have been.
The second
right
time.
on the helmet. Yeah. And again, Jaden Reed just reading the ball, man. Hell of a job here. Undercutting Jalen. Great job.
I mean, look at the look at the rotation on that ball in the air. It looks like a punt.
Exactly. It's just a dead duck. It really was, man. And he still caught the ball.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, Bird's basically playing defense right there. Really, you're trying to prevent a DB from picking this ball off.
Yeah, it still couldn't get a pass interference call. That just blows my mind. Unless they thought the ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. You know what I'm saying? That could be the case too.
Was it?
Well, I mean,
it might have been. I mean, it looked like a knuckleball.
Could have been, right? Who's to tell? But I want you to key on 36 here. His nickname in college was Scissors. Okay, let's watch what he does right here, Tim. What is that? What kind of tackle is that, my man? I don't know.
That's why he's not a Packer anymore. That's what that is.
That's a rough look here. Watch this. Just a. I don't know.
Do we got his failed Lambeau leap on Chalk Talk also?
Who is this guy? I don't even know who it is.
That's J.O., man.
Is it J.O. 36?
That's Mr. Simone Biles right there.
There you go. There you go, man.
Yeah.
Chris C in the chat. No Music Mary today, huh? Did you scare her off, Greg? A-Fam got the joke. He said, LOL scissors. You see what I'm talking about?
Oh, boy.
All right, here we go. Let's keep it rolling. Again, just a great job reading that by our boy Jaden Reed and adjusting to the football, like you said, Tim, on a dead duck. So Green Bay would kick a field goal, right? And that would make it Chicago leading 14-13. And then Chicago would have to punt, all right? And then later on, third quarter, 11:03, 1st and 10 at Green Bay's 40. This is the Xavier McKinney interception, okay? And the call, I think, was nickel 4-2-5, cover 3, and we're going strong spur. I really like the fact that they're utilizing Javon Bullard this way, playing him as that spur safety in the box. Yeah. Tim, it makes him a linebacker, you know? I mean, you talked about that's
what strong suit, right?
I mean, it looks like this might as well be a 4-3 look. This is a big nickel look is what this is. It really is. So really like the play call there. And they're going to try their little chicanery, and it bit them in the rear end, just like ours bit us, right? But they're going to try to do a little double reverse pass here. So they're going to toss it to one receiver, toss it to Keenan Allen. They said, hell, Keenan Allen's too old to run a route, so we might as well let him throw, right? And right here, man, I don't know what he was thinking, but Xavier McKinney's sure happy about it. So
I like
the crowd reaction too.
You know, to me, the key to the play that I saw there on this one is LVN's pre-snap shift. It looked like he shifted out to like a wide 9 or something. Mm-hmm. You see he's kind of
jabs out.
Yeah, he kind of jabs out right here. He's gonna, well, he already did, but you see he takes on that tackle, and then there's no way they had to basically flick that ball to Allen, because you can't tell me that's not an option.
Yeah, probably is. If that
guy gets a free run there around the edge, he's going. LVN took that away from him.
It's a good point. Yep. And again, man, the coverage, they held up well, man. Just hold your water, get back. Yeah. There's X with the pick. And of course, just like Carrington the week before, man, you got to tuck that thing away. We were lucky that didn't get recovered right there, right? If anybody's got grace for screwing up like that, though, it's Xavier McKinney this year. So
yeah,
we'll give him a half a dozen of those with the way he's played.
Absolutely.
Here's another look. This is what you were talking about. He's kind of inside LVN.
Yeah, see him inside, and then he kind of little pre-snap shift. He kind of bounces out right here, bounces out to the edge.
Yeah, playing linebacker. Look at that. Yep. Let's go. Yeah, he does a great job setting that edge. You're right.
You know, because if he doesn't, man, and you just got white jerseys there, I mean, there's no guarantee they're even gonna hand that ball off to Allen.
Yeah, definitely. So again, Xavier McKinney's, what was that? His 8th pick of the year, I believe. So 2nd in the league is where he finishes on interceptions there, and Chicago was leading 14-13 at that point. So obviously that puts Packers right back in this game. Now, third quarter, 8:37 left, 1st and 10 at Chicago's 32-yard line. It's a 1st and 10 play. This is why I do not like first down passes. But also, you can't take a sack here if you're Malik Willis. Now, listen, I promise you, he wishes he hadn't gotten sacked here. I'm pretty sure this is the strip sack if my notes are correct. And the play call I got listed is 12 gun, bunch nasty X, strong right T weak, U shift 2, dubs left Z post, UX out and up, and we're going to go Y leak stab T shoot on this play. So the But what it looks like to me is the Y goes hot here. And I've got leak because I think that was the original play design. But I want to point this out to him. We're in Bunch Nasty X, right? You're in Bunch Nasty X, and you're doing it out of 12 personnel. Remember what we talked about with Musgrave? Look at him up out wide here. So you're going to see more of that with Christian Watson out, I believe, for sure, like we talked about earlier
I
today.
agree.
Now they're going to shift the U, is what I'm referring to Musgrave as here. Now you're in a dub nasty set, right? 2x2. When I say dub, it's short for doubles. Doubles is short for 2x2 is what that means, okay? So when you hear us say dubs, it just means a 2x2 set. And we're going to go Z post, all right? And the Z, I imagine, would be right here, I believe. I may have them crossed up. That would be the post, I believe. And then you got the UX out and up. So the U and the X, which in this case is here, is going to be an out and up, right? Is how that's going to work. Some people will call it a bench or a wheel. I think it's more of an out and up than anything. He does kind of meld the route in, to be honest with you. And I think I do got it crossed up. If that's the U, I think it's actually like this. And then thing here is going to be an out and up here, if I remember correctly. And then the Y leak is going to be the stab. Now, you see Tucker's pointing right there, right? Because he's starting to recognize it. You'll see him point again. He knows the safety's blitzing here. He's seen something on tape. What he's going to do is just chip, and then he's just going to release underneath here, a little stab route. And the T is just going to run a shoot, okay? And then the other one is going to be the post. I think that's how it is. He's looking to clear out with the post. So, again, they're going to shift the dubs left, Z post, UX out and up, Y leak stab, T shoot. Really key in right here, gang, on Tucker Kraft. We're going to go real slow, and you'll watch the safety comes up. He already pointed to it, so let's back it up. I wanted you guys to see that. You'll notice when that safety starts to walk up, Tucker sees it and goes, hey, hot, right? And what he's trying to tell Malik here, in my opinion, is, look, I'm leaking, but you got to dump this thing off to me. I'm going to go hot for you. And what that means is if someone blitzes where you're at, get that head around so you give them a quick safety valve. The problem is, and this is going to happen with Malik, he hasn't played that many snaps.
He doesn't see it.
Doesn't even look, man.
Yeah.
And that's how you get killed as a quarterback.
I think he's looking at Bo or Musgrave the whole time.
Yeah. And this is what bothers me about the talking heads. I had to hear people say, yeah, I think a running back was supposed to stay in and block him. The running back's on the opposite side, and he's running a shoot route. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, there's no way. Yeah.
He's telling you, they overloaded one side. Tucker's seen it, and Malik just didn't read it. And also, notice this about Malik, too. He doesn't read the hot. He doesn't even look to the hot. Yep. That's a red flag. But also, look at the fake he's trying to give to the running back. He's running a different play from everybody else.
Right. The running back that's leaking out as a safety valve.
Yep.
Yeah. That little hitch might have been what cost him, too. You're right.
Could have been. Yeah. Made him lock in on the left. So you see Tucker chip. Now watch him. Get that head around. Someone else said that's a piss poor block by Tucker.
No, it ain't. That's exactly what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, because if you dump this ball off right here, if you dump this right now.
Oh, yeah.
Look,
this right up the middle.
This guy's back's turned. He's keyed in on his work, right? If you outrun or stiff arm 53, you see our boy Dontavion Wicks is cooking this corner. You're going to have space right here. And again, this is a 1st and 10 play. So what should have been a positive 8 to 10 yard gain turns into this.
Yeah, why don't we just run an off tackle or something there with Emmanuel Wilson? One
thing about it, man, Matt LaFleur ain't afraid to throw the ball with Malik either.
No, that's a good thing, right? When you got a backup that you can trust to throw the ball, like we just talked about, the Bears got a starter they don't even trust to throw the ball. Mm-hmm. We've got a backup that we can trust, but unfortunately here, it's just a bad read.
As coach says here, Malik has to count numbers. That's on Malik. That's the way I seen it too, coach.
Hey, great freeze frame right here, Clayton. What's Malik doing right now?
Right.
He's looking at that wristband. He's double checking.
Yep. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, and still confused. Yep.
So what Coach Lynn is talking about by you've got to know the numbers is how many are rushing here because your protection's set this way, right? Yep. The protection is set, in my opinion, like this. Tom is going to block this guy, right? Sean Ryan's got this guy. Josh and Elton are going to combo here, and he's singled up here. That's a 5-man protection with the running back on a shoot route, okay? So now we know Tucker is going to chip if need be. He's probably going to chip 95, but watch Tucker. He realizes right here the safety's creeping, so now he's letting Tom know, in my opinion, when he disappoint, hey, I'm taking this safety. I'm not going to help you chip here. I'm going to pick up this safety. So what Coach Lynn is saying is everyone's accounted for here, right? Other than the free runner. The free runner is always on the quarterback if you don't have a running back on that side in that sidecar, right? So that's on Malik. And the problem is, again, he's running some kind of play action that the rest of the team isn't running here. See a little like
who are you faking to right there? Yeah.
Right. And now Tucker's got to make a decision. Do I just stay in and pass block or do I still leak? I better leak because I'm the hot. I just told everybody, hey, I'm chipping him and out, right?
Yep.
So that's what happens. Bang, there's the chip. And if he dumps it right here, but Malik just never takes his eyes off the left, man. And this is a lick, boys. Look, you can see his spirit leave his body. Look at that white blur right there, Tim, on the film.
Yep.
I don't mean to laugh, but the fact that he's okay is miraculous because he gets nailed.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like there's one silver lining, right?
Mm-hmm.
Malik's a big boy, man. He can take a big boy hit in the pocket.
Thick. Some would say he's thick.
Some would say he's thick.
Yeah. And again, man, that's
Thick.
in my opinion, it does matter too when you got a quarterback. Like it's you got to be able to absorb those hits. You got to be able to. So again, that would that strip sack kind of killed that, and then Chicago would get the ball back. They would punt. All right, and let's see here now. The Packers have the ball back, third quarter, 2:16 left, 2nd and 4 from their own 33-yard line. And let's give the ball to Chris Brooks here for 23 yards, Tim. The Chicago Bears are leading 14-13 at this moment. 11 gun, once again, bunch nasty X, strong right, T same, F zipper, orbit fake. And we're going 43 counter G. There may be some duo involved here. We'll see. But typically when you got a puller, duo is off the table, right? Duo and zone are the ones that are hard to decipher anytime you got a puller. And again, we seen something against the Bears, and it worked. We averaged over 6 yards a carry, right?
Yep.
Where we were doing a combo of the backside guard and the Y coming across as a blocker. In this case, though, 43 is real simple. He's going to be, once you set up the makeshift pony package here with the orbit, some people would not count this as a back. I do. When you're giving the ball to the right halfback out of a split set, this halfback's number now becomes 4. And when we say 43, it means B gap left is where we're running the football, okay? And again, we're going with the F zipper fake, orbit fake. So he's orbiting around. They're going to fake it to him, spin around, give it to Chris Brooks. And then with the GY counter, what we're doing here is a little jab step from the running back, and then he's going opposite direction. Sean Ryan's going to pull over and block, and so is Tucker Kraft going to pull over and block. So this is a mirror of that play we seen earlier, essentially. Yep. And let's roll the tape. Look at Tucker getting out there again, and bang, perfect block. Great scheme, too. Don't get me wrong, man. That's a wonderful scheme.
And again, great job by our quarterback. Here's QB2 doing the same thing we talked about QB1 doing. It's an art form, making the play fake and that exchange right there. And I tell you, Clayton, when I see bunch nasty X formation, I don't know what I'm more excited for, is the run or the pass out of this set. I think it's the run, honestly. Yeah. I think when we get into these condensed sets, we motion a guy like this, and I think the Bears are thinking pass here, and they were just completely caught off guard by this run.
There's just so much going on, man. Yeah. Forget the orbit fake. Forget that for a second, right? Just look at the line. Their keys, these defenders are keying in on what the offensive line's doing. And half of them are it's almost like a pin and pull look here too, right? Yep. Where they're looking to pin down, and then they got 2 pullers.
Yep. And then look at that, draw that line down the center of the screen. Look at the hat count to our left here. We got all the action. We got all the Chicago Bear defensive action happening away from the ball carrier, which is exactly where we want it.
Yep. You see 49 takes himself out of the play right there.
Yep. 31, 6, 52. Everyone's over there.
Yep.
And so again, you got right. I love it.
There's a double team pin, right? There's the pull. Here's the other pull. And like you said, man, you got the hat count already in your favor. You already won that. So, and Chris Brooks.
Again, in the running game, right? We keep seeing this hat advantage in the running game. It's like, stay with the run, Matt. Stay with the run.
It was working all day, man.
Yep.
All day long.
And we're going to have to throw all three of these backs at the Eagles. I'm telling you right now, multiple carries from all three of our running backs for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I guarantee you Josh Jacobs is going to be wanting the ball every snap too.
Yep.
So you're going to have to really keep his legs fresh for this game.
Yeah, and when you rotate him out and give him a breather, you got to be willing to stick with the run because you can trust Emmanuel Wilson and you can trust Chris Brooks. He's proven it. Stick with that run. Like, we've got running back by committee. This running back room is fully capable of handling this offense for sure. Yep.
And you just said you got to stick with the run, right, Tim? Well, we just gained
20. Another first down pass we're about to look at.
No, we just showed you a 23-yard run, right?
Yep.
This is 4th and 3, first play of the fifth.
I know what this is. I don't even want to watch this.
Go take you a break real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a daddy soda. See you.
So this is fourth quarter, first play of the fourth quarter, 4th and 3 play at Chicago's 37-yard line. This is the Jaden Reed end around. We got 11, ace, nasty, Dubs right. And when I say Dubs right, Dubs is still on 2-by-2 set. Instead of saying strong right, Dubs right is basically strong right. So we're telling you the tight end is on the right side of the formation. We're going F, zipper, jet. Okay, so it's going to be a jet, kind of an end around. So he's going to go up here, set up shop, hesitate and stop, and then before the ball snap, coming back on the end around. Now listen, the Bears played it perfect. You'll notice right here, number 6 is, I think that's Brisker. I can't remember if it is or not. You're going to notice when we jet motion over Jaden Reed, this guy's going to walk up into the roughly the B gap. Okay, so watch that safety. All right, he comes across. Now the safety gets over here in this gap. Now you're thinking, okay, this looks nice. When you run this jet sweep back, you're going to have the hat count you want, right? He's going to be able to block down, and it's basically going to be, can number 6 come back around and stop Jaden Reed from picking up the first down? It looks good up to this point. Here's the problem. You cannot control what the defense does. It looks like he's committed, but notice where his pressure's at. Pressure is on the front ball, the ball of his front foot. He's looking to bounce backwards as soon as the ball snapped. This sounds silly, but a good veteran quarterback notices those things. Sometimes the offensive line notices those things. And if you notice he's going to be hopping back, you maybe even can out of this play. But again, this is Malik Willis at quarterback, minimal snaps with the Packers, right? So you're going to notice as soon as the ball snapped, see where the pressure is. Now the motion's coming back, and watch what number 6 does before we can give this. He's going to hop right back outside, and now the hat count is 2 on 2 here, and 6 just blows it up. So I don't like jet sweeps inside the 5 or in short down yardage is because more things can go wrong than right. When you're looking to run, let's look at this. He's got the ball right here. How many yards do you think he's got to run to get 3 yards?
Yep.
Right. And
when now go back 2 or 3 plays on our chalk talk, and that's the play we should have ran here.
All right.
That's when you run that orbit motion and you do the double fake and you hand that ball up right up the middle.
And listen,
this is terrible right here.
Jaden Reed's doing everything he can. He's already got a defender.
This is not on Jaden Reed at all. Right.
I mean, look at this. Somebody come look at this.
Look at that. You got a 4-on-1 hat count.
Yeah. He's doing everything.
And even if we had 2 blockers, we still got a 2-on-1 hat count.
Yeah. Chris C in the chat calling this play in the situation had me dumbfounded. Me too, bud. Me too. Yeah. And I'm just clinging on to hope that some of the fans are going, I think we put some of this on tape for a reason. I hope you're right. God,
I would have rather seen a read option with Malik Willis or something here. Right. Like this is just.
Now, here's what's crazy.
I get it.
Pretend we don't even motion read back, and this is the hat count, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hat. It's going to be Brooks in the hole. Can he beat number 49, right?
That's Wilson.
I like our chances. Yeah. Now, imagine if we fake the jet here. You're going to take 6 out of that B gap. Watch number 6 there in the B gap. So when Jaden comes back, imagine we're handing off to the running back. Now 6 is out of the equation, right? Look at your hat count now. 1, 2. It's a hat on a hat, and you can – I mean, come on. Yep. That's an easy first down.
Yep.
So it's tough. I don't want to roast LaFleur too much. It's just we've said it all year long. Let's please stop getting cute on these short down yardage. If we can't gain 3 yards up the middle or 2 yards up the middle, I can handle that. I'm a big boy.
And I don't understand why we don't trust these backs to do that after what we've seen all year.
Right.
You know, just pound that rock. You know, I don't know. But you know, it's like Matt says. It's, you know, wasn't a perfect game. It never is. But you know, you're going to have some calls you want back. But unfortunately, this is becoming kind of a running theme, is these type of play calls in these situations.
And again, it's not that I'm anti-jet sweep. I'm not. There's a time and place for it. It's just the short down yardage I don't get. I don't understand it. I just don't. It's too many things can go wrong. Then I would rather you pass the ball and give yourself multiple options than to just – the reason I say I don't like it, the short down yardage, is because, like, it's either a hit or a miss. There's nothing in between, you know?
Right. And like you said, you're doing too much extra work just to try and get a yard or two. I don't, you know, there's no reason.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Next play, we're going to go fourth quarter, 10:02 left, 2nd and 6 at Green Bay's 32-yard line. This is Caleb Williams to DJ Moore for 32 yards and the touchdown. Chicago's leading 14-13 here. And what we got called is a 4-3 odd or 37 front cover 2. Okay, so we're in a cover 2 defense. I got a question mark because, again, it's a fast, quick reaction play, so we didn't really see everything develop. We talked about what the 37 front means. It means you're in an odd front where you've got your nose playing directly over the center or shade, and with the will on the line of scrimmage, your weak side linebacker, that makes it a 37 front. The odd front is a 3. The will on the line of scrimmage is a 7. And with cover 2, it's real simple. You just got 2 deep zones, right? I want to say he's here, and there's going to be another one drop out here. I believe it could be Keyshawn at the bottom. I don't think it is, but they're going to run somewhat of a smoke again. So here you see the cover 2 setting up, Tim, right? With zone defense, and they call this play, a cover 2 is about the most perfect play call you can make against a smoke screen or anything underneath if this is a smoke. Let's see if it is. Little play action, there's the smoke, little comeback, right? Yep. This is the defense you want called right here. Because, look, everybody's eyes are on the football. Everybody's eyes are on the football, right? Everybody. The fact that he scores on this play is mind-boggling. But once again, what have we talked about Javon Bullard? We praised him earlier in the slot. I'm pretty sure this is Javon Bullard playing safety.
Yep.
And this is what we're talking about. In space, he looks like Savage. Watch him. Watch Bullard the whole time. He's kind of hesitating, and he just gives up the sideline.
Yeah. Like,
he's not comfortable. He's not.
No. And which is crazy because he's got to apply that same logic that you have in the slot. Like, trust it, man. You know, hammer down. He picked the right lane. He took a good angle. He just didn't finish that play.
All right.
Trust yourself. Hammer down and tackle that ball carrier, man.
You know, Evan Williams is throwing the pedal to the metal. There.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt about it.
For sure.
And I love the sugar they showed here, too. Look at where X is at, and he ends up playing deep. Like, he's in there sugaring, right?
We saw that a lot on Sunday. We did. We saw him in the box a lot.
Yeah. So, again, the play action helps, too. You get the whole defense flowing, right? They've got to honor their gaps.
Yep.
And, again, McDuffie, you know, that's a tough ref. I've got a swollen throat here, and it's going quick, Tim. We're going down, baby. Yo, Street in the Range Rover.
I got you. But I see what you're saying about McDuff here. You know, like, let's be honest. This is
that's ugly.
That's what you're getting. That's what you're getting. You know.
Yeah. You can't get to the point of attack and play on your heels, right? You got to blow. You got to attack that offensive lineman.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Yep.
And
then Bullard, like you said, you know, shuffling the feet. Like, just trust it, man. Get in there and lower the boom.
And some people are roasting Keyshawn. Keyshawn did his job. He forces it back inside.
Yeah.
And listen, nobody worry about that grabbing of the back of the jersey. That's no big deal right there at all. Okay, don't even pay any attention to that. No biggie.
Look, still.
He's got a handful of jersey pulling it around from the back to the front of it, bro.
And Keyshawn, look at that right fist. He's fighting for his life. Look at that.
That is hilarious. I got to do this. I'm sorry. Let me just screenshot this.
Yeah, screenshot that.
That's lovely right there.
Yeah. And the next frame, when you see that right fist up in the grill, you know. That's how they do. Long Beach, baby. Keyshawn. Long Beach right there.
Yeah.
Long Beach right hand, man. Get off me.
Exactly. Yep. All right. We've watched enough of this. I can't take it no. Unbelievable. So, again, explosive play, touchdown. You put it on your rookie safety there, in my opinion. He's just not comfortable back there playing safety. I truly believe that. So, all right, next play, fourth quarter, 9:13 left, 2nd and 4 from their own 40-yard line. Malik Willis is sacked for a 6-yard loss. Guys, this is a 2nd and 4 play. You cannot take a sack here. You just can't. And when you see how he takes the sack, again, AFAM, turn away. Okay, I know you're the president of the Malik Willis fan club here. 11 gun, Dubs left, T same. We're going 58 mirror, T stab. When we say 58 mirror, it's really, really simple. It's going to be an out with a go, but they're really going to be kind of like a skinny post, if you will. So It's going to be an out, and we've seen this last week, work the seam, right? And I just said go out and a go with the 58. Or I'm sorry, I put an out go, but it's actually an out post, and they're kind of skinny posts. So they're looking to converge on the middle, and then same thing up here. When we say mirror anything, 58 mirror, this is 58. That's a 5 route, and that's an 8 route. On the opposite side, same thing, 8 route with a 5 route, okay? So 58 mirror, T-stab. T-stab's real simple. The running back's just going to give an option underneath. And this is what you cannot do on this play. Watch Malik. Ball snap, see if anything's coming open. Not a lot there. You could try to thread the needle here if you want, right? Kind of layer it. I like
that check to Wilson. Yep.
Or look for Wilson as soon as he turns around. It's not really there, but I'll tell you where the answer to the equation is. His footwork is not set where it needs to be, but look here.
Bo, yep.
Wide open.
That's the first down.
Yeah. Instead, unsure, tucks it, runs around. Now, right here, get to the right and throw the ball away.
Yeah, that ball should be going to the sideline there. Yep.
Okay, so right here, just throw it away, Malik. Throw it away. Throw it away. You take a sack. Can't have it. Can't do it, man. Sorry.
Nope.
And again, inexperienced, first year in the system, you're going to have ups and downs with Malik, just like every other player that's in the system for the first time, right? This gives you a really good look at it here, too.
I'd like to see him, make up his mind too. If you're not going to throw it, right? He clearly made up his mind. He was looking to try and throw. But it's like, man, if you've already got it clutched, run the hell out of there, Malik. You've got the ability to just run too. Yeah. I'm okay if you run forward 2 yards and you're tackled, but this, I don't know. You either got to throw it away or run it the hell out of there.
Like Greg Rice said, once outside of the tackle, just get rid of it.
Yep.
More things can go wrong than right. And again, the reason we highlighted that is because that's the fourth quarter, 9:13 left. You're at your own 40. You're close to midfield, and you're in a 2nd and 4 situation. And now you're looking at 3rd and long. It completely ruined the entire drive. So Green Bay punts, right?
Good point by Deadfish here. They had a spy on him too, so that didn't help.
Definitely.
So that's probably why he couldn't run.
Right.
So good catch there, Deadfish, for sure.
So Green Bay punts, and then on the first down on this next drive, TJ Slayton gets a run stop. Okay, we had to cut a couple plays because it was going to go way over on us. But TJ Slayton with another run stop, and this is fourth quarter, 6:49 left, 3rd and 10 from their own 20, and this is the Carl Brooks tackle for a loss. Chicago is up 21-13. This will force a punt after this play. The play called nickel 4-2-5, double barrel sugar, cover 6. TE left 94 touch. So we've actually got Carl Brooks playing a touch spy on this play. Excuse me. The double barrel sugar is real simple. You got both backers mugging the A gap as if they're going to block or they're going to blitz here. The cover 6 is really, really pretty straightforward. At the top, we're going to have cover 4. So it's going to be quarter. I think it's quarter and then half down here. So this side of the field is cover 2. This side is cover 4, okay? Quarter, half, or cover 6. TE left, the tackle is going to engage first, and then the end is going to look to loop around. And when we say 94 touch, Carl Brooks is going to engage, and then he's going to be playing spy right here, okay?
Yep.
So, again, nickel 4-2-5, double barrel sugar, cover 6, TE left, 94 touch. It almost works like a TE. Now look at Carl. See Carl engage?
Yep.
And he's just kind of hanging out, right? Hanging out. Now he recognizes here with the running back, something's going on. Let's read this thing out. Bang. Great job by Carl Brooks, man. Let's watch it from the end zone cam. You'll be able to see that touch spy a little bit better. You'll notice he doesn't just pin his ears back and go. He starts to engage, and he reads the screen right off the bat. He being Carl Brooks. Watch our boy right here. This is what I'm saying, Tim. And he's playing 3-tech right here, essentially, right?
Yep.
I mean, he's some would say 4-eye, close enough to a 3-tech for me. I have hope that he could be our 3-tech of the future, but his awareness is a wild. Like, look right here. He just kind of, okay, what's the quarterback doing? Now he realizes they're setting up a screen.
Yeah.
Let's go get it. Great play by Carl.
Yep. You're seeing that athleticism there too. They're trusting him in this role, and I think he can play the 3-tech, but I don't know if he's that dude we want, play after play being our bona fide 3-tech. I think he's way too athletic and way more versatile,
He's not Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
I want to find the next Aaron Donald. That's what
I hear you.
Yep.
All
right, so people are going to Clayton. You have to wait a little while, but he's generational. I get it, but I'm holding out hope, man. We're gonna get us a stud 3-tech this year. I believe it with everything in me. So again, just to recap, a player we've been highlighting here lately is TJ Slayton. Right, his numbers are better than Kenny Clark's this year. TJ Slayton on first down, run stop, puts them in a second and long situation. Right, 3rd and 10, Carl Brooks makes the play. You notice we haven't – I'm not trying to dog. I'm just being honest. You see it, you got to say it. We haven't called Kenny's name one time today. It sucks. Great dude, but it's just not there this year. Some would say it's not been there for a while. But anyway, those 2 plays is going to lead to a Chicago punt. Now we're 4th quarter, 4:44 left, 3rd and 21 from our own 38-yard line, and this is going to be Malik Willis saying, F it, Malik Heath down there somewhere. All right. And this is our PTA Offensive Player of the Week in Malik Heath making this play. The play call is 11 gun, tray left, X nasty, T weak, out and ups, slot dig, Y leak, T swing.
One of Matt's better play calls. Of course, it was crunch time, backs against the wall, but he deserves a Tupac LaFleur meme real quick for this one.
So we're going to go with the Z's. They're both going to run out and ups. I don't know what it was they seen, Tim. But Matt seen something on the tape that he wanted to run a lot of out and ups today. So it's going to be out and up here. And then obviously with the X is going to be out and up. That's the Malik Heath throw that you're going to see. And then we got a slot dig. It's going to be a deep dig too, man. It's here. Some people call that hammer when you run the dig beyond like 15 yards.
Yeah.
That's probably right around that range. Let's see, 5, 10. Yeah, right at the 15 mark. Slot dig, and then you're going to have a Y leak, which is going to be in the flat. So he's just going to chip and then give an underneath route underneath, and then the T is just going to swing out. So again, 11 gun, tray left, X nasty, T weak, out and up, slot dig, Y leak, T swing.
Look at the coverage though, right, Clay? Like this is when you want to call the out and ups, right? Look how they're playing.
Look at the out and then bang. Let's go. And he plays it, 29 plays it pretty damn well.
Pretty good, yeah.
It's just, hey, you go make a play for us, Malik, and he does. What a great job catching that ball, man.
Yep. And you know what? Let's be honest. We see Minnesota do this all the time with Justin Jefferson. Trust him in that ISO, that one-on-one. Throw that ball up. Trust him to run the right route and come up with the catch. We're getting it from our boy Malik Heath here.
And this is the second time that Malik Heath bangs his hand on somebody's helmet right there. Man, in that cold weather, oh, my God, bro. I can only imagine what that felt like. But, again, look at Malik Heath. Just an unbelievable catch, man. I'm going to go 50% so we can admire this for a second. We got a couple minutes. We're coming down the wire here.
I love it.
Yeah. He's again, man, it's just nice to know he's going to be on the roster next year. I feel comfortable saying that, too.
Yep.
We're going to have him for years to come. We'll go 50% one time, and we'll keep it moving.
Hey, let's be honest. You kind of look at Malik Heath and you feel, similar feelings that you felt about the last guy to wear number 18 in Green Bay, right?
Yeah. A little bit bigger, but I'm with you. Yeah.
Yep.
Just a great catch, man. Absolutely mossed him. So Malik Heath, our player of the week. Great grab there. That was clutch too, Tim. Fourth quarter, man. You're down by, what was it, 8? Is that what you were down by? Yeah. Down by 8.
Yep. And
need a play. Think play or not play, right?
And it leads to this, right? It sets this up right here.
Absolutely. And this is fourth quarter, 4:28 left, 1st and 10 at Chicago's 21. Emmanuel Wilson with the 21-yard touchdown run. 11 gun, nub right, T-same, RPO flat, 24 counter. Okay. So again, with the RPO flat, they're going to look to set up an RPO pass out here in the flat or a bubble, if you want to call it that, to the F receiver, which is Jaden Reed. And then we're going to go 24 counter. Again, the 2, and we're going to counter back to the right, B gap right here. Okay, that's going to be the play call here is, again, T-same, RPO flat, 24 counter. And this is just our boy Emmanuel Wilson taking over. He looks right here and goes, hey, ain't much going on here. You know what? Let's just take it outside.
Now, who did he get that from?
Yeah.
Right? It's almost like the veteran running back you brought in is, having an effect on these young running backs in the room. I mean, that looks like Josh Jacobs all day.
And right? Emmanuel Wilson's thick, too. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a big boy.
It is. And seriously, look at this. He's looking to cut back on the counter there, and it's like, you know what? Deal with that. Now, some people, let's see. You might have a little duo action here. Let's see. Let's see if we get any duo here. One double. I don't know. I think it's just a 24 counter. We'll keep it at that. And he just bounces it out. He says, to heck with the 4. Give me the 12. Let's go way outside.
Thick.
Yeah, man. Great job by Emmanuel Wilson there. So
and he keeps his feet moving the whole time, too.
Never stops.
Yeah, just like Josh Jacobs. That's why these guys don't get blown up when they change direction like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep those feet moving and shuffling, you got a good chance of being able to bounce it out like that. If you plant those two and try and do a shoulder juke or a hip juke, you're going to get blown up. These guys run with fluidity, and it's awesome.
Emmanuel Wilson grading out in the top 10 according to PFF. He just had a phenomenal year as a backup running back, man. I'm telling you, it's going to take a lot for Lloyd to beat him out next year. I'm just being honest. I wouldn't just
Which
give it
is a good thing. I can't wait to go to camp and watch that battle.
Exactly. And I wouldn't just give it to Lloyd. I'd be like, I'd give Emmanuel Wilson every opportunity possible to win that job. And the fact that you got Carl Brooks in the hopper too, man, what a backfield.
Let's
All
go.
Right. Let's wind this thing up here with the hour 16 minute mark. Fourth quarter, 1:55 left. 1st and 20 from our own 47-yard line, from their own 47. This is the Carrington Valentine forced fumble. Chicago is leading 21-19. You need a play here, guys. You need a play, right? Got to get a stop. And who makes the play? It's Carrington Valentine. We're in a 4-3 over or a 55 front, meaning we're in an over front with the 5, and then the other 5 means the Sam is on the line of scrimmage, which is right here. Okay, so you've got your 5-man front, your 55 front. We're calling cover 3 free spur here. Okay, so to me, this looks like a cover 3 zone. And again, it's hard to tell sometimes on the quick plays. And when we say free spur, that's your strong side. That means Bullard's right here playing free safety. And once again, Tim, he might as well be playing linebacker, dude. Right here. Love that look. Love it. Stop putting him on the shelf. Stop putting him up there.
We don't have to. Once we get Williams back, we get Zane back, we go to the draft. We got KT Oladapo. We have options back there. I think Bullard is at best your spur safety or your slot corner for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing too. Like when he doesn't have to go back and play safety and base, imagine how fresh he stays for nickel. Right?
Exactly.
It's huge. Get that extra breather there. But again, all you guys need to key in on right here is Carrington Valentine. This dude's a baller, man. I can't believe I'm saying what I'm saying. You guys know how I felt last year. Like, I'm bashing him last year.
You know how I felt last year, though, right? I was trying to get you on board.
And I kept going, I don't see it. It's not on the tape. It's not on the tape. I love Kentucky. I'm a Kentucky Wildcat through and through. I want it to work. It just ain't there yet, man. I don't see why they're playing him. Boy, you shut me the hell up this year. Watch Carrington right here. Oh, yeah? Little quick little smoke or bubble, whatever you want to call it. Bang, let's go.
Here's the guy.
I mean, just absolutely awesome, dude. Absolutely awesome play. And by the way, if you're wondering who recovered that fumble, guess who it was? Javon Bullard. Watch Javon Bullard break on this. Great job getting the ball. I mean, if he doesn't recover that, it's all for naught, right? So just a great job by 2 young defensive backs there.
Hey, so on the cover 3, let's see if we can look. It's hard to see here.
You want me to take it back?
No, you think that was cloud, right? Or was that sky?
Let's take a look real quick. Oh, Lord, I went way too far. All right, here we go. Let me roll it back. So with with the assignment, I think now, obviously it's a smoke. It's hard to see. This was going to be deep, right? Deep. And that safety, yeah, he was going to have curl flat responsibility. So with that, flash that back up there for me so I don't forget. So when the safety is going curl flat, that's Sky. So that was cover 3 Sky.
Yeah, it was Sky. Okay.
Yep. You got it, man. Good call,
Nice.
Tim.
Nice.
So on the Sky, look, and again, with the Sky, he's already got a beat on that flat.
Yep.
So that's why he's in that spot, right? So,
yep. And again, look at all the green jerseys in the area.
Yep.
You know, even if he misses there, right? Even if he misses there, we're still blowing that play up.
Yeah, completely agree. And again, man, Caleb's got a quick release. Like, he's built for these type of throws. Don't get me wrong. That's just that quick little shortstop throw.
Yep.
Right. But look at Carrington, man. Look at this.
Good technique, man.
Bang. Helmet on the ball. It's out. Let's go.
Love it.
Needed to play, and the young whippersnappers rose to the occasion. Now,
oh God, we got to watch this, Clay.
well, McManus kicks a field goal to give Green Bay the lead, and it was a hell of a shot of a field goal, man.
McMoney, that should have been the game winner.
Should have been, dude.
Oh.
So, first down, it's worth mentioning. First down, Kingsley Nibari, horse collar. Moment of silence. As soon as that happened, I went, of course. That's how this thing's going to end. Of course it is. So here they come out in a triple stack. All right. Listen, guys. I told you.
After a timeout, when they showed this before the timeout, and they came out again in this formation, and we still weren't ready.
I told you guys when I seen it, my mind immediately went to, how would I call this? What would you call it? How would you stop this? What would you do?
I'm not
My
calling.
answer is always zone. Now, here's what we've uncovered. People in the chat last night said that Matt LaFleur, someone, maybe it was Halfley mentioned, someone was supposed to play robber. We know that now, right? That's what was said.
Okay, so who's the robber then?
If that's the case, then these guys were all three not supposed to be playing deep.
Yeah.
So there was supposed to be a robber. I don't know who it was, but if I had to guess, seeing that this is what you've got in this man coverage. So these guys down here are all playing catch man. And what that means is they're going to kind of cascade. They're going to pick their guy once the routes are ran. Let's say it's just whoever cuts outside, that's man, right? Let's say this man, and let's say it ends up being this man, all right? So Eric Wilson is man coverage on the corner. Yep. You've got 3 deep look here is what they end up playing. This is man coverage. The play call is dime, 3-1-6, 3-man out. You hear us say 2-man under all the time. With 2-man under, it's 2 deep safeties, splitting zone, splitting halves, and everybody's playing underneath trail technique.
Yeah, can you draw a circle on the field of where Eric Wilson would be in that coverage, where he's supposed to be? If we were doing that, in fact, in a zone, he would be right smack in the middle of the field on the 40-yard line. Right,
yeah, if we were in zone. But with 2-man under, it's this same look, but it's only 2 safeties up top, right? But with 3-man out, the reason I'm pointing this out, Tim, is people were roasting Carrington Valentine saying he blew that play.
No, he's
didn't. He's supposed to play outside technique. His job is do not let him get to the sideline, funnel everything to the middle of the field. That's why I bet Carrington in this position is going, I don't like this play call because, boys, look at this. I'm going to draw it in blue for you. Look at all this freaking space right
Why am I funneling a guy to that space?
That's
where is the linebacker that should be in that space?
Now, if it was supposed to be robber, keep in mind everything we just drew out, right? Everybody's in man coverage. If it was robber, then it means one of these guys were supposed to come down here and play middle zone. That makes more sense to me, right? Because now what you've got is a 2 deep look. You're only rushing 3, right? Which I don't agree with, but it is what it is. You're supposed to have a robber in the middle, and everybody else is just man coverage across the board, right? All these guys are just man coverage across the board. I like that look a lot better than that 3 deep. So if it's true, if someone in the chat can tell me who said that, I'm trying to remember which coach said it. And listen, it could have been made up. I didn't hear it said, but that makes a lot more sense. If Jeff Halfley's call was 3-man out in this situation, I love Halfley. The defense has gotten way better, but
that's a bad call.
That's a bad call. Yeah. That's a real bad call. So that's why I think there's probably some validity to the robber argument. There really is, So
again, we're playing prevent defense, right? And we should be protecting against that marker, that field goal you know.
So if you're asking me, what should the play call be? This is what my play call would have been. All right. And I wouldn't have had a 3 deep look. I would have stayed with just your typical 2 high look, right? But what I would have had is some kind of cover 3 match. That way, if one of these guys does go vert, you've got a guy in man coverage on him. It just becomes man match, and you still got your safety over the top. But what I'm looking to do is have basically, let's say you stuck with this and you did go cover 3, right? I don't like it, but he needs to be up in here, to be honest with you, right?
Yep.
Cover 3. I want this backer, forget that he's even there, right? Actually, no, leave him there. Leave him there. And one of these defenders I want over here playing underneath, right? That's what I'm looking. I'm looking for zone here, kind of playing the sticks. Let's just say zone here. Let's just roll them over. Zone here, zone here, zone here. And then these guys protecting deep if they do try to take a shot, you know?
Yep. Build a wall on the 40-yard line. That's
bingo.
Yep.
That way, if he runs that slant and you come up, bang, you pop him, they're looking at a 60-yard kick and not a slam dunk. So, again, what happens because you're in 3-man out? This is just easy pitch and catch. And you've seen Carrington opened up because he's playing 3-man out. He played it right. Don't let him get to the sideline, right? And, again, the slant, instead of hitting him at the 45-yard line, he's catching the ball at the 39. It's just hard to watch.
Yeah.
It really is.
And again, it's not on Wilson. Wilson's got responsibility and man coverage on the running back, so that's why he's not able to be there.
Looky here. Yeah. Ron Sample says, Matt said he would like to have a robber. I didn't take it as the call had a robber. Bad call was how I took his explanation.
Yeah, yeah. I agree with Ron. That's what I heard. Because Matt was the one who mentioned robber. But he didn't say it like unequivocally that was the call. He said, yeah, I think Ron's right. I mean, we're paraphrasing, but I think that's what Matt said. We'd like to have a robber in that situation, but we didn't. So,
hey, I agree with Matt there, man. No doubt. And you know what? Hafley probably does now too. One of those situations, it's a little bit harder to stomach because, like you said, Tim, it's coming out of a timeout. But
no, I think there's got to be something going on here. Like there was either a miscue or a miscommunication, something. Because I got to think that if Half's up in the booth, he's probably looking like this the minute he sees this. You know what I mean? He's got to be screaming in the headset, something. But, it's too late at that point.
Yeah, and me personally, I would be rushing 4 here. So I wouldn't have 3 deep. And I'm not saying it'd be a safety. Replace one of those safeties with a defensive lineman. Yep. Get you a 4-man rush. It's worked all day, right?
Yep.
Keep
that O-line honest. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. Yep. That's it's tough, man. It's a tough way to lose a ball game. But again, you already stamped your spot into the playoffs. It is what it is. It sucks, don't get me wrong, but could be worse. Greg Rice in the chat said, Clay, look at the time between our plays on our last drive. We could have killed the clock or come close. Greg, you're exactly right. But here's the thing about that. And I agree with you. I would love to have seen him do that. But Matt wasn't playing it that way. Matt was looking at, we need to get closer for the field goal. Okay. And let me explain what I mean by that. When they came out and they killed the clock, right? He's trying to get into a play to convert. And what happened was, and I'm not, I'm not trying to sound like a know-it-all. I just heard this. Mark Tauser was talking about it. Other people that basically confirmed it, that when Matt called the timeout to get the right play call, and I agree with that. Hey, getting the right play call. Let's move the sticks. Rich Bisaccia and Brandon McManus came to him and said, hey, I can hit that kick.
Yeah.
And at that point, Matt said, all right, we'll go kick it. So I agree with you. It's still a mistake on Matt's part. But it wasn't just like, oh, man, Matt mismanaged the clock. It was Matt was planning on going for it. And during the timeout, while he was trying to get in the right play, they talked him into kicking it, is the way I understood it.
But I'm okay with that, too, though. I don't think that's a knock on LaFleur. You got your special teams coordinator and your kicker coming up saying, hey, let me hammer this. And, you're going with momentum. I hate to say it, but you're going with your gut. And, you've got trust in those guys. And, to McManus's credit, he hit the field goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
That should have been the game winner right there.
It should have been. Yeah. So, and that's the thing, like, and I'm not dogging Greg here because there's many people complaining about that. And again, it's worth mentioning. But if our defense gets a stop, nobody even mentions that, right? It's
exactly,
myself included. We're not even thinking about it,
Yep.
But yeah, Grace. I'm glad you agree there. You said, "Oh, I get it." Yeah, me too. When I heard it that way, because I was furious too. When I looked back at it the first time through the TV copy, I'm like, "What the hell are we doing? What are we?" And then when it was explained that they talked him into it, he gave his guys a shot. He believed in his team, right?
Yep.
They came out and they told him, "Hey, look, I can hit that kick. You know what the hell with everything else? Go get the kick."
Yeah.
Bang, he hits it, and now you're believing in your team to go get that stop, right, on defense. So
yeah, that's got to be what was going through Matt's mind, right? Like, I trust the boys to get a couple stops here and we're out of here. Take the kick and let's go. But wasn't a perfect game. It never is.
Like, Joe's mad. Joe said, "Wait a damn second. Shouldn't that have been decided soon as they got the ball? The play calling was playing for a field goal, not a first down in the end game in the game, so that makes zero sense." What makes zero sense about it, Joe?
Yeah.
Like, you're going down the field. Matt doesn't think, okay, Matt wants to get them a little closer. He thinks they're out of field goal range, right? Now, McManus hit from 58 in the pregame. That doesn't mean 55 is a slam dunk. Matt's probably thinking, let me get this guy inside the 50. And
that's why you're going. That's why he's thinking go for it on fourth down, not because we're trying to push the envelope and get a tutter. Yeah,
yeah, and I can handle that explanation way easier than, all right, we're going to decide as soon as we get inside this yard line, we're going to run the clock down and kick it, because we all know, Joe, we know if they do that and they run the clock all the way down and he misses from there, everybody who's bitching and moaning are going to come right back and go, "You had 40 seconds. Why didn't we try to get closer?"
Yep.
That's always going to happen. It's always going to happen. So, after hearing that
explanation, field goal though, because Matt probably would have dialed up another jet sweep on 4th and 2.
Tim, I just talked Joe out of being pissed off here, and you just struck it back up. So you make a great point, Joe. I understand what you're saying, but it's just the way everything kind of unfolded, And again, we're sitting here talking about this 3 days later.
Yeah,
they're having to make these decisions like that, right? So
in 3 seconds. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's get Joe one more here. Joe said, the way they were just running the ball made it seem they were already playing for the field goal. None of those plays seemed like they were trying to get a first down. I can see that.
I can see that too. That's not off base at all.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like what Fred McFarley says. We'll end it here. On to Philly, baby. That's right.
Let's
sir.
go,
That's
baby.
Right.
Can't have a cheesesteak without the cheese. Let's go.
Listen, man, it's us against the world, man. Us against the world, and I like it that way. It's going to be a lot of fun this weekend.
Yep.
So there, Coach Lynn. See, Coach has been in that coach's shoes. He says, "Damned if you do, damned if you don't."
Yeah.
That's right. I like it. Joe's on board too. On to Philly. All right, guys, that's it. We went way over. I'm probably divorced. I'm battling some kind of strep or something. My throat's gone a couple times during this broadcast, and I'm going to go take a bunch of NyQuil and just go to bed. That's what I'm going to do. So hopefully you guys are hearing this on the pod, because I might have just took the NyQuil and went to bed rather than upload the podcast. So,
hopefully you're up for the morning show. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Yeah, you got to – yeah, that's a real thing, Tim. It's 9:30. I'm liable to not wake up. We'll see what we can do.
Just schedule it. I got your back, Clay. I got your back.
Appreciate
we'll
you.
Figure
I
it
know
out.
You'll sleep in. You'll look up and go, "Clayton ain't in here. I'm going back to bed. I know how you got my back." All right, we'll be back in the morning for a Good Morning Lambeau at 8:30 Central, 8:30 a.m. Central, and we're going to start diving into the Philadelphia Eagles talk. We're also going to talk about our boy Zach Tom, Mr. All-Pro.
Mr. Give him the money now.
Yes, please, before it gets more expensive. And we will. Chris C, man, that's kinky. He says, "Put onions on your feet." There you go.
Yeah,
the family show here, man. So, Holmes MD.
That's an old school tactic right there, right? Little wet socks with the onions on your feet,
Yeah. Holmes MD1 says, "Get tested for COVID and the flu." Nah, man, COVID needs to get tested for me, bro. That's the way that works. You understand?
Deadfish has got it though.
He does, yeah. Brandy, just hit the brandy.
Yeah, NyQuil with a brandy chaser. You're all good.
My God, I'll be running down through the neighborhood with my shirt off through the brandy and the NyQuil combo. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Hey, fam, just to make Emilio put the onion on my feet. There you go.
Here's the guy
We're out of here. This show sucks. We'll see y'all in the morning. Thank y'all for hanging out. Tim, thank you for your time, buddy.
Thanks, Clay. See you in the morning, hopefully.
Right, everybody have a great evening. Talk to you.
There we go.
Bye, guys.